So my name is Rain.
And I'm Cindy.
Woohoo! And we want to welcome you to the 7 for 7 challenge.
Yeah. Yay!
Should be exciting. Okay, so here we go.
So Lorraine, what is the 7 for 7 challenge anyhow? Why am I clapping?
I don't know why you're clapping. Funny you should mention that. What is it? So basically it's a way for us to take 7 days out to look at our nutrition and look at our exercise plan and try and implement some suggestions and ideas on how we can make them a little bit more healthier. So it will start with prepping your meals and following a really simple meal plan. Drink your Shakeology, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Yes. Do a little 7-minute workout a day, and you just do that for 7 days. It's actually really, really simple.
It is very simple. It is really simple. So tell me about Shakeology. What's your history with it?
Oh, Shakeology. I love Shakeology. I've been drinking Shakeology for the past 5 or so months. Initially, I'm not a shake person. I don't actually like shakes at all. Ugh.
I remember you telling me that. I remember you in the very beginning going, I am not a shake person.
I just don't like them. But I thought, okay, I was going to do this thing. I signed up for a program called the 21-Day Fix, which is fabulous, and it comes with Shakeology. It's the integral part of the plan. It's a dense, nutritious superfood shake. It's got everything you'd ever want and we're scared to ask about. It's full of nutrients. It's brilliant. And so I decided to go with the vegan chocolate because, hey, you can't really go wrong with chocolate. Well, funny thing is, I'm actually quite addicted to it now, and I love it. It's really the best meal of the day for me. In fact, I got a little bag right there. Wow, this is my vegan chocolate. I love it. I'm addicted.
So I want to know what your favorite recipe is with chocolate.
You know what? I'm very boring. I like it straight up. I'm a straight up kind of girl. So all I do is, I know there's all these things you can chuck in like peanut butter and bananas and all. Ugh, just give me the chocolate shake, and I'll just put in half almond milk and half water, and I'll just shake that thing up, and I'll use something like this, with a little sort of bally thing inside. Or if I go high tech, I do this, zoom, zoom, with a little thing there. So pretty much that's all I do. I'm very boring. How about you, Cindy? What do you use? What do you drink?
Well, guess what I'm having for lunch?
Oh, funny you should mention it, dear. Yes.
Oh, it must be wine time. Shakeology time. Cheers. So I am not a boring girl. I actually do love variety, and I'll do Shakeology on its own for dessert. Mm-hmm. I use a lot of my chocolate vegan Shakeology for my dessert. So when I start getting a tooth after dinner, I grab a huge handful of ice and I put it in the blender, and I take a scoop of the Shakeology, the chocolate Shakeology, and I blend it up, and it's super thick. Like this one's thick. It's shake thick. Yeah. But I make it thicker because after a meal, I kind of want a gelato texture.
Yeah.
So that's the only time I do straight up just chocolate or vanilla or strawberry. My favorite recipe, all-time favorite recipe, is chocolate vegan, a banana, and just a teaspoon of PB2. It's a peanut butter. I don't know if you've ever seen it at the grocery store. Thankfully, Safeway is now selling it. The first time I ever used it, I got it at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. Mm-hmm. But PB2 is ground up peanuts, and it's 85% less fat than any of the other peanut butters on the shelf because it doesn't have any oil. It's powder. So I use a teaspoon of the powder. Yeah. I put that in my blender, a big handful of ice because I like it thick, and just blend it up, and it's great. It's like a chocolate banana peanut butter. It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Love it. Wow.
So just to let you know that on the Facebook challenge group, you'll see a link, and it's probably above. It's probably on this side, and it's called Files. And under Files, you'll see some things, and we're going to post a few Shakeology suggestions, some recipes that you can try for when you get your sample packets. You might want to sex them up a bit, chuck some strawberries in there, berries, peanut butter, bananas, go crazy, and then post what you've done, because we all want to share like new recipes and things like that. So look out for the file section for some recipes.
Yay! Okay, I got to tell you one more recipe, and it's perfect for Saturday or Friday night. Shakeology goes very well in a pina colada flavor, so the vanilla with pineapple juice and coconut water. If you
Yeah.
want to do virgin style, leave it that way. And you can actually throw in some chunks of fresh pineapple. It's yummy.
Wow.
But to spice it up a little bit, Friday evening or Saturday afternoon, add some rum to it. Make it into a true pina colada. It's tasty. It's awesome. Your friends will love it too.
Okay, absolutely. That sounds wonderful. I didn't know about that.
Hey, it's kind of like a healthy meal and my cocktail all at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't want to go, we don't let everything go, so we still want our treats.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
before they start 7 for 7, what do you suggest they do first?
Prep. So the first thing is on Sunday or Saturday before the event gets going. So remember, we're starting on Monday. Go shopping on Saturday or Sunday, and what you'll do is I'll post my shopping list. I take this list with me every single time I go grocery shopping, and I select 3 to 4 vegetables, 2 varieties or 2 to 3 varieties of fruits. And I use Sunday afternoon as my prep day. I do it for my office work as well as I prep for all my meals. And that means shopping for my vegetables. I just chop them up. I've got it down to where it really doesn't take me that long. I just chop everything up, put it into an airtight container, and I actually use, it's a green bag. I'll post the name and the link to it on Amazon. It actually preserves the vegetables for almost 2 weeks, like strawberries that normally mold in a couple of days. If you put them in the green baggie, it preserves it, and your strawberries will last for a week and a half. It's amazing.
Wow.
So prep is great, and grill up some chicken breasts. If you've got a George Foreman, throw like 4 breasts on there and grill them up and just put them into an airtight bag, and the rest of the week you can just grab and go.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I do my meal prep on a Sunday. I meal prep for myself. My husband is also following the 21-day fixed eating plan, which is going to be similar to what we're doing here. My son is a vegetarian, so I prep for him for the week. He's been on the programs with me, and I've been working with him, and he's lost 16 pounds.
Yay! Wait a minute, that deserves a round.
He's done really phenomenal.
Sorry. The crowd is really excited.
It's going nuts right now. So, but it's all down to meal prep. I think, to be honest, that more than anything else, preparation is key. Getting organized. It takes me, because I've got, there's 6 in my family, and I have to prep for my athlete who's a carnivore, and he's just going for it in his own way. But basically, I prep meals for everyone, and it takes me about 2 hours on a Sunday. If I was just prepping for myself or my spouse, it would probably take me half an hour, 45 minutes. So, but prepping is key, and then I feel really good at the end, though, because I open my fridge and it's all in containers, and I'm like, I'm done. And like prepping, you'll grab your pack of stuff and take it to work with you, and then you're less likely to grab a pizza, coffee, and a bagel if you're hungry, because you've got your little your snacks there. One of the other things is you'll notice that we eat, it's all down to portion control. So typically, unfortunately, I mean, I love food. It's sad, but I do. But typically what will happen is that as humans, we don't really know what a portion size is, so we tend to eat twice as much as we should. So our portion size on our plate, think, oh, that doesn't look too bad, but it actually should just be this instead. So one way to combat that is to go with the smaller portion sizes, as will be in the meal plan that you'll see, but we eat more frequently. We don't eat twice a day. That's not good. We eat 5 times a day. So you're eating smaller amounts, but you're eating more frequently, and because of that, you're not feeling like you need a binge on junk food or anything like that. So it actually, trust the process. It actually really does work, and I've got so much more energy from the Shakeology and from eating constantly throughout the day, 5 times a day. And for drinking my water, always have your jugs with you, girls. So just make sure you just keep hydrated, and pretty much, that's that. How about a before and after picture, Cindy? Do you think they should do that for the week?
Oh, absolutely. So anytime there's a fitness challenge, it's always good to suck it up and be brave and take a before shot, because the only way you're going to be able to measure success is through a photograph. Do not trust that scale, because that scale will lie to you. It changes 3 to 4 pounds every couple of days depending on water intake, especially for us women with our hormones. It just really depends. So take the before picture, and if you want to send it to us, my clients will send me their measurements. So take your measurements as well, because where you'll see the reduction is really in your midline, your core area, your lower abdominal. You could even see it in your hips. It really depends. We're only going to be doing 7 minutes of exercises. So where you'll see the most change is really in the abdominal area because of the change of diet that we'll be doing for the next 7 days.
Yeah. Absolutely. So take a pic, before and after pic, and measure yourself, your arms, your chest, your stomach, your ears, your nose, whatever you want to measure. Measure it all, write it down, you know, and we don't have to share it with us if you don't want to, but just for your own sanity and just to see. Again, we've only got 7 days. Normally we do a 21-day program. This is only 7 days. Yeah. But you're still going to feel at the end of it, if you follow the program, you're still going to feel great inside and out. Your hair will feel better, your skin, you know, just by doing the workouts, you should be more toned. So hopefully you'll have a great experience and feel a lot better. Just after 7 days, you'll be blown away by what you can do if you put your mind to it and you're consistent and you stick to it. Now, Cindy, I got a question for you. So in the Shakeology sample pack that everyone just went on and bought, there's only 6 packs. What are we to do for the 7th day?
I would recommend balancing it out with additional proteins, and then, in fact, let me tell you the secret. On the day that you're not drinking Shakeology, which, by the way, I'm kind of glad that they're not going to, because I want them to feel the difference, you know, between those 6 days of drinking Shakeology and all of a sudden on the 7th day they're not going to be drinking Shakeology. Their body's going to go, what? Because it's used to getting all of this superfood dense nutrients. Yeah. And yeah, you know, I could say, oh yeah, every bag's got superfoods. I'm telling you, Shakeology, this stuff is the secret sauce. It's the thing that has kept me going for a year and a half. So on the day that you're not drinking it, add an additional portion of protein. So what I want you to do is measure out about 4 ounces, or better yet, 1 cup of protein. So you would basically, I use this is my portion management control. I've got different colors, fruits, proteins, things like that. I want you to use about 1 cup of meat. So just, you know, eat either lean meats like turkey. I love turkey meat, ground turkey meat, because it actually has a very high protein. So what you want to do is get about 16 grams to 20 grams of protein in you to replace that Shakeology, because that's exactly what this has, is 16 to 17 grams of protein. The other thing you need is the vegetables. So you need to add about 2 extra cups of vegetables compared to what you're eating normally on the other 6 days. So spinach and kale, Brussels sprouts. I know everyone's like, ew, I hate Brussels sprouts, but it actually has quite a bit of nutrients. Yeah. Cauliflower and broccoli, those are the high ones. Beets as well, so red beets. Oh, great. It's really good. So yeah, you want to add 2 extra cups of vegetables on your 7th day to keep those nutrients high. So the vegetables are important, your proteins are important, healthy fats are also important. So what does that mean? That means like a half avocado. You can add about a tablespoon of virgin coconut oil. So, you know, the refined is kind of hard in a jar, but it's white. Take a teaspoon or a tablespoon of that, put it in your cup of tea. It melts and it has a really nice taste. That's a very good healthy fat. Your body needs it. Don't go overboard though, because that's where your belly fat, your visceral fat comes in. Right. So that's it.
Okay, now that's great advice. And on your comment about Brussels sprouts, I know some people don't like them. I actually love Brussels sprouts. I don't know if it's because I'm English or whatever, and that's our staple. But basically, with vegetables like Brussels sprouts and broccoli, that can be a little bit bitter, and people just don't like them. One thing you can do is bake them in the oven. Because when you bake them in the oven with a tiny little, I've got a spray can of coconut oil. It's like yum. Spray them very lightly with some coconut oil, and I bake them in the oven, and then I sprinkle them with a little bit of sea salt. And just by baking them, it takes off that bitter enzyme that they have on them, and they're crunchy and they're gorgeous. And even my 16-year-old, who refused to eat Brussels sprouts, actually loves Brussels sprouts. And that's another thing that I prep beforehand. I'll prep all this veg and shove it in the fridge, and then just reheat when I need it. So good advice, Cindy. Thank you. So we've got a couple more things to just discuss. One of the next thing is the workout. So we talked about Shakeology, which is fab. We talked about the nutrition and following the plan every day. So workouts, we're going to have 2 different types of workouts. The one I'm going to do for you is based upon a program that I absolutely adore, and it's called PIO, and it's like a Pilates yoga fusion. And I'm just going to select a couple of little exercises from that and sort of put it together for you in at 7-ish minutes long. And Cindy's going to do a different selection for you. What are you going to do, Cindy?
So I'm actually following the 21-Day Fix Extreme program. I used the 21-Day Fix Standard program for, gosh, probably about 6 to 7 months. So I'm going to take a couple of the exercises from the 21-Day Fix program, and as I do my daily exercises, I'm going to record myself doing them and have you guys follow along. So we'll be sweating and being in pain together. But they're very easy. They're modified exercises, and yes, I do the modified exercises. Do as best as you can, and if there's any specific movement that perhaps is a little challenging, here's the secret of it: don't stop, just keep moving. That means even marching in place, or modifying it yourself. There are like tricep dips. I hate tricep dips, so I would rather take the weights, and I take the weights and I kind of lay on my back, and instead of standing up or sitting down and doing tricep dips, I take the weights and I just put them behind my back and I do my tricep dips that way. It targets the same muscles. So what I'm saying is there's lots of different ways to do the same targeted area of muscles. If you don't like one of the movements I'm doing, or for whatever reason it tweaks you a little bit, send us an email and I will be happy to give you some ideas on modified exercise.
Absolutely, that's great. That's great. The same goes for the one that I do for PIO, which is for like core strength. Just send me an email if you're having issues, and I'll send you something else that is equally as good if you have limitations in what you can do. And so each video is going to be probably about 7-ish minutes long, because it is the 7 for 7. It might be 7-ish minutes though. And you can do them as you see fit. We're not going to, I don't think we are anyway, unless Cindy's got something to say about it. I don't think we're going to determine what you do when. It's you pick what you want to do, and you can mix and match. And if you want to do both in one every day, that's great, because it would only be 14 minutes if you did both at the same, one after the other. So totally up to you. We're going to post them over the weekend so that you can start on Monday. And
I'm going to start my videos on a daily basis. So when I do my workout for Saturday, I'll take that one and I'll post it, and then each day I'll have a new video posted for you guys.
Oh wow, that's brilliant. Okay, excellent.
Just means that I'm not editing. It's going to be raw. So if you see me on my face crying, that's going to be me, and that'll be you, and we're going to be crying together. It's okay.
Yeah. No, that's great. So I think the last thing we wanted to mention was accountability. In order for this to succeed, obviously we've got to follow like the workout and the meal plan. But we also are a big family here, and we really do want to support everybody, and we all support each other. So that's why we've got the closed Facebook group. And what we request of you every day is to post in that group. Post what you did with your Shako that day. What flavor shakes do you have? If you have any fabulous recipe tips that you, bottom up, lovely. Any fabulous recipe tips that you might have. What do your meals look like for that day? Give us a picture. Facebook's all about posting pictures of food, right? I'm shameless. That's fine. So basically, just post a picture of your meal prep. What workout did you do? Did you like it? Was it too hard? Was it too easy? And how do you feel? Are you noticing anything in your skin or your hair, or just the amount of energy you have due to probably all the wonderful nutrients you're getting? So post every day, please, because it really helps us to help you. And you help us too. I mean, you fire us up. So it's all a big family of support. So that's what we would ask. And I suppose
I'm going to jump in. The one thing that I noticed that somebody had pointed out is my nails are growing long. They're harder. They were splitting last year. I think the change of life and stuff starts to happen. Hormones, shit. Sorry. But since I started drinking Shakeology, my nails are long, and I actually have to go and get I have to go to the groomers. I have to go and have a mani-pedi, because my nails are a lot stronger and healthier. My hair is healthier. It's not breaking like it used to.
Right. Yeah, that's great. You will. So, I mean, I noticed with my skin and hair, not so much with my nails, but with my skin and hair. So just a difference generally, in just the whole thing, the whole amount of energy I have, and just my outlook and other things. Because once I feel good with myself and I feel healthy, then it it portrays on everything else in my life. So it's a good thing. It's only 7 days. We really thank you for joining us on this little journey. Stick to the plan, though. Try not to cheat. It does work. And we look forward to just have fun, right? Just have fun and keep posting in Facebook, and we'll see where we are in 7 days.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. See you on Facebook.
Bye.